What's up, y'all? It's your boy Diego. We're back in this world of sin and Maddox. And today I got a banger for you again. You know what I'm saying? Again. This is Dazed and Confused, a 1993 film. Alright, let's watch the trailer and let's get into this motherfucking classic.
This country is founded by people who were into aliens, man. George Washington, man, he was in a cult. And the cult was into aliens, man. You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, man, they were way into that type of stuff, man.
Benny!
You're getting air from there, man. It's no good.
It was the last day of school.
Miss Crawford, I was thinking that maybe you and I can get together over the summer. I mean, it'll be legal. I mean, we can make...
It was the first day of summer vacation.
You guys know anything about a party here tonight? No, sir.
It was a time they will never forget.
There's a new fiesta in the making as we speak.
I thought he was cute.
Oh, that's this. You thought he was cute?
Do you realize when he graduated, we were like 3 years old?
If only they could remember it.
Okay. So you're not going to go to law school? What do you want to do then? I want to dance. You going to be quarterback next year? I don't know. I might not even play.
You're in need of a serious attitude adjustment, young man.
Super dominant male in a 50s greaser uniform.
That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age.
The 50s were boring. The 60s rocked. The 70s, oh my God, they obviously suck.
Dazed and confused. See it with a bud.
Behind every good man, there's a woman. And that woman was Martha Washington, man. And every day George would come home, she'd have a big fat bowl waiting for him, man, when he'd come in the door, man. She was a hip lady, man.
What's up, y'all? This is Diego. This is the world of sin and Maddox. Alright, let's get to it. This is a legendary film. This is party cinema at its glory, alright? This is Dazed and Confused, 1993, alright? Let's jump right into it. So this is a legendary party film starring Jason London as Randall Pink Floyd. We got Wiley Wiggins as Mitch Kramer. We got Matthew McConaughey as David Wooderson. Joey Lauren Adams as Simone. Mila Jovovich as Michelle. Sean Andrews as Kevin Pickford. We got Rory Cochrane as Ron Slater. Adam Goldberg as Mike. We got Anthony Rapp as Tony. Sasha Jensen as Dawn. Who else will I mention? I mean, there's a lot of great actors, great characters in this film. We got Michelle Burke as Jody Kramer, the older sister of Mitch. We got Cole Hauser as Benny. Who else? Yeah, that's all I'll mention as of now. You know, this is one of the best party movies there is. You know, I don't care what anyone says. This is a fucking great movie. I love this movie. So I'm really excited to share it with y'all. You know, I was hoping I'd have some weed for this review, but I don't, so pardon me, but I'm still gonna do the best I can to get through it and hit all the important notes, you know. So yeah, this is a 1993 film directed by Richard Linklater. Linklater, that's kind of fucking hilarious. Because, yeah, your homeboy always says he'll link later and never does. But yeah, so Ben Affleck was in this film as O'Banion, I believe. O'Banion was kind of the prick fucking, senior that was... He was held back, almost intentionally, it seems. He intentionally failed just to fuck with the freshmen and, just to beat the shit out of them, basically, with his paddle. So yeah, he's in this film as a, antagonist, fucking prick, loser. He loves to party, he loves to fuck with these freshmen. We got Mitch, played by Wiley Wiggins, as kind of the shy, freshman. He's a good kid. He likes to have fun too, though. So, he likes the party and stuff that comes out in the film. Randall Floyd is another great character in this film. He's very understanding of the younger generation. Like, he likes to help out Mitch and his boys and helps them understand what being a senior is all about, He's very lenient on these younger kids because, he understands. He was a freshman at one point too himself. So basically this movie's all about high school and getting initiated into high school, basically, by the seniors, by Randall, O'Banion, Kevin Pickford, Don, Tony, these kind of senior guys who are just, paddling or beating the fuck out of these younger freshmen as kind of a joke, and they love it. They're partying, they're having fun. But yeah, let's get into this film and what it's about. Basically, the whole film is just a party scene. You got parties happening. You got the freshmen that are nervous. They're going into high school, whatever. They are worried about the seniors beating their ass, etc., etc. The typical high school scene, in the 70s, 80s. This movie was apparently based on The Last Day of School in May 1976, sorry. So yeah. And basically the plot of the film is, one of the seniors, Kevin Pickford, is throwing a party, and then his family, his mom, his dad finds out that they're planning to throw a party at their house. So this party gets shut down, and then they move it to the moon tower, they call it, which is basically like a water tower where people climb up when they're partying to check out the view. Yeah, it's a really great film. You gotta watch this one. Again, this is not one that I can sit here and explain to y'all. This is basically cinema at its best. This is another golden age for film and cinema, in my opinion. 93, this film was released, and I love these type of films, 90s to early 2000s. This is another easy one for me. I've seen this film 1,000 times. Seen this film when I was probably 13 years old. I'm 28 now, so I've seen it probably 1,000 times over. It's a fucking legendary film. You've got to see this if you're a movie enthusiast. I'd say definitely see it. But if you're a young high school kid, if you're a senior high school kid, if you're a college kid, even if you're somebody like me who's, professional adult now. Well, some might call me an adult, but I still think of myself like I'm fucking 16, and I act like it too. But yeah, it's a great film. You definitely want to watch this one. I'll get into some more of why I really like this film. So basically it's, it feels like a real life movie. You feel like you're in the 70s with these kids, drinking, partying. You get a lot of that, feeling like you're a freshman from Mitch and his friends. Mitch is just a great character overall. I think he represents like the shy, kind of laid back, causing no harm, freshman kid with long hair, and he's but he's kind of a laid back hippie type, at his core. But he's really just a shy kid, and he's looking for guidance, and he gets the guidance in his older pals, Randall, what's his name, Don, and Matthew McConaughey, who plays Wooderson. So yeah, it's interesting. It's like, if you've ever experienced being a younger kid and kind of hanging around your older pals, or maybe your older brother, your older sister, and their friends, it's basically like that. So it's a very nice film for being a realistic type of drama, comedy, drug film, party film. I wouldn't really call this a drug film. It's really strictly a party film, because everything's a vibe. Everyone has went to parties as a high school kid, as a college kid, and kind of drank a bit of beer, maybe smoked a bit of weed, maybe done a bit of, whatever, coke or ecstasy, whatever. But this movie is strictly about fucking beer, weed, and cigarettes, and what more can you ask for, in a film, and especially an early 90s film. This film really kills it. I was really impressed when I seen this as a young teen, and growing up now, being 28, I really can appreciate it even more, I'd say. Just being older and seeing how this film has really, how much has went into this film as a high school film, as a film to kind of teach or lead the younger people, to show them like, hey, this is what the party scene was in the 70s, through the 80s, maybe even through the 90s, I don't know. But yeah, I really love the acting in this. I think the acting was spot on for what they were going for, I really like Slater. So I guess that's Rory Cochrane as Slater. He's basically the stoner kid, and I probably relate to him the most, just because I loved smoking weed as a fucking high school kid, and even younger than that, I was smoking. So yeah, I loved Slater in this movie. He was absolutely amazing. Basically the quiet intellect, but he wasn't afraid to get in people's business. He wasn't afraid to speak up for himself. He's basically the dream stoner character that all of us wish to be as stoners, yeah, I mean, yeah, other than that, I mean, maybe he wasn't getting enough women in the film. I'm sure he got lots, you know. But in the film, really the main characters like Randall Floyd and Dawn and O'Banion and Ben, these guys were getting all the women. And so it showed really you know, a lot of perspectives, like the jocks, I guess Randall and, you know, Dawn, these guys, they were football players, and I guess Slater and, you know, Wooderson, they were kind of the stoners. Well, Wooderson was an older guy. He was he'd already graduated, you know, a few years prior, but he was still kind of hanging around the scene. That was his vibe. He just loved partying and, you know, being around the vibe. There's an iconic scene where he's standing outside of the pool hall, and Wooderson says, you know, I get older, but these high school girls, man, they stay the same age. Yes, they do. Which is kind of funny, you know, it's kind of creepy. But overall, I think it's playful. It's a funny idea, you know, because high school girls, they can say this and that, but they like older guys as well. So in reality, they would probably be, you know, hitting up this older Wooderson guy, and he would have got a lot of pussy. So it makes sense. You know, it's just a really great movie. There's not a lot of good, there's not a lot of like deep lessons to take away from this one, I'd say, other than, you know, at the end, Wooderson basically says, you know, so, okay, I'll rewind back. So Randall Pink, you know, Pink, they're trying to make this guy sign a high school agreement to his football team that's saying he's not gonna drink or do any drugs past a certain time, to make sure he's on good performance for his football team, and he can make touchdowns, he can pass the ball, whatever. He's a quarterback, you know. And then Pink is debating it this whole movie. He's like, I don't think I want to sign this thing. And Wooderson says at the end, you know, if it's not that piece of paper, it's gonna be something else. They're gonna give you as an adult to try to control you, you know, to try to keep you in line, to try to keep you in the system. And basically Wooderson says you just gotta keep living, man. Livin. Hey, amen. Fuck yeah, you know, fucking sign that, roll it up, roll some grass in the middle, roll it up and smoke it. I think that's what Slater says. But yeah, basically that's true, you know. This society, this life, it asks so much out of us as individual people, as men, as women. But we gotta remember, we gotta stay true to ourselves, and just do what we want, do what's natural, what feels good at the end of the day, you know. There's no fucking God, there's no fucking overlord shill government looking over us. Let's do what we want, and, you know, say fuck these other motherfuckers. That's basically the message of this movie, is just, you know, do what you want, live in the vibe, live in the moment, and don't let no one tell you you can't, you know. It's basically your life to live. So yeah, that's what I want y'all to take away from this review, take away from this movie. It's a fucking amazing movie. To be honest, this one's getting a 10 out of 10 for me. It's got no shortcomings, no flaws I can think of, you know, off the top of my head, sitting here buzzed. It's just a great movie, great piece of cinema. And yeah, literally it's about partying, it's about having fun. It's about doing things that we've all done as kids, and probably continue to do into adulthood if you do what you want and you're a free soul. So yeah, let me know what y'all thought of this one. Let me know what y'all thought of Matthew McConaughey in this one. Was he creepy? Was he off-putting? Was it okay? Was it a good performance? Yeah, I thought it was great all around. Every actor. Again, I wouldn't dare to try to mention somebody that did a bad job in this film. Writing wise, directing wise, acting wise. I thought it was just a masterpiece. So yeah, watch this one if you haven't. It's something very special, and I mean it when I say that. So yeah, take care, y'all. I'll see you on the next one.